In terms of first-person shooters, it is the apple to Call of Duty's orange. Today we are looking at EA's Battlefield 4, and since we are in cross-gen madness, we are going to look at it on the PS3 and compare it to the PS4. Sean, what do you think of this shooter?
I'm scared of shooters, man. Battlefield 4 is a very nice game. It does everything correctly. The mechanics work very well. The story is as much of a story as you need for this kind of thing. All you really need to know is you are a covert bunch of dudes who are going to shoot up some other guys and get some intel, save some VIPs, etc.
Get your guys up on that roof. Don't keep me waiting.
And then in the multiplayer mode, you're going to go online, you're going to shoot a bunch of guys, you're going to learn some colorful language for your sexual orientation, and that's going to be that. But today, mostly we're talking about the graphics here, and the PS3 version of this game made me want to vomit inside my mouth.
Do you think it was that bad?
It was that bad. I started on the PS4 version, okay? So as I'm playing this game, I'm like, wow, this is beautiful, amazing. And then I put in the PS3 version, I'm like, this looks terrible.
It doesn't appear muddier, because I started with the PS3 version, and it doesn't appear muddier until you do look at the PS4, and yes, it is just much brighter, much crisper. The lighting effects are crazier in the PS4 version. Now, obviously, with these games, the big thing is the multiplayer mode is what most people care about, and I think that this is where we have to say that right now, the game is just launching on Xbox One, but on the PS4, there are some multiplayer issues. EA has said that they're working on a patch that's hopefully going to be coming out soon.
On paper, the PS4 version looks superior because you can have way more people in these online matches. It's like up to 64 when it's working. So hopefully that does get working and we could see some crazy battles like that going on.
If you have the PS3 version, I think you'll be just as happy. I don't think there's any real addition. There's no improvement in the AI. It looks a lot crisper. I think that's the best word that I can use to describe it.
Yeah, the PS3 one seems to suffer a bit from really high contrast. So things that are lit will be a little too bright and things that are dark will be a little too dark. As far as the controls are concerned, I did enjoy using the DualShock 4 a lot more than the DualShock 3. I've become a lot more accustomed to this new controller. That said, this isn't a game that I'm probably going to go back to. It's nice to look at, it's nice to see, it's nice to be like, okay, look at all the birds in this one scene. They weren't birds on the PS3 flying around when I was shooting.
Now, I actually had a bit of a blast with it, but I think part of that is because I am a little bit sick of COD.
Yeah.
And I do think that, this being the other option out there, I didn't play a lot of Battlefield 3, and I had some friends who raved about it, and now I think of these shooters, the one that I would probably go to.
Yeah, I'd agree. This one is, at least to me, a little more appealing than the Call of Duty series, which again, I feel is a little long in the tooth.
For the wolf to survive, it's got to chew off its own leg. Fire! Negative, don't do it!
What are you going to score Battlefield 4 on the PS3?
On the PS3, I'm going to give it an 8.
I'm also giving it an 8. And on the PS4?
Same game, I'm going to give it an 8.
Yeah, I agree. It's an 8.